Hey friends, wait. Don't go. Don't think, oh, just another banana bread recipe. This is the best butterscotch banana bread recipe. Look at these. Look at how they turned out, full of butterscotch chips. You're not gonna wanna miss this recipe. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly how I made them. Well, first of all, I have to admit that this recipe came as kind of an accident when I wanted to make peanut butter chip banana bread and I didn't have any peanut butter chips. I only had butterscotch. And my husband's like, yeah, why not? Let's try it. And we did, and we have loved it ever since. Now, my full recipe will actually be in the description because I'm actually making a double batch, but I'll have the regular single batch in the description for you. I started with some butter and made sure that was softened. Mine was a little bit melty. And then some bananas. Now, if you watch my Ruby's Pantry haul video, you knew that I had an enormous amount of bananas. I think I have enough to make like 8 loaves of banana bread or something. So we need to use those up there in the freezer. And when I pulled them out, I did put them in the microwave for a short time. But they're still a little bit frozen when I mashed them in here, and it doesn't matter. That's perfectly fine. Half frozen bananas actually mash really well, but you can see they kind of curdled up my butter a little, but it's fine. It all worked out. Now we're going to add some sugar and some vanilla. And then we're just going to want to stir this and make sure that gets fully combined. The one thing I love about this recipe, besides the taste obviously, is you don't have to get out your electric mixer. You can do this all by hand and it turns out absolutely wonderful. Now we're going to crack in a couple eggs. Oops, there's a shell. That's okay. Pick it out. It's fine. And then we're going to kind of whisk those into that banana bread mixture. And I don't know about you guys, but anytime I bake something, I just absolutely love the smell of your house when you have things baking. And this one is just the same, that delicious banana flavor throughout the house, especially on these cold winter days. It was wonderful. So then I added in some flour and some baking soda and then just a little bit of salt. It says to add a pinch of salt. I just did about 1/4 teaspoon. And then we're going to mix this all together. Let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite way to make banana bread? I also like it with chocolate chips or peanut butter chips. I prefer something besides just plain banana bread. I'm not that kind of old-fashioned just plain banana. I like it to have a little bit of pizzazz. Now here goes the butterscotch chips. This makes them sweet. It has like kind of like that burnt butter or brown sugar type flavor. I don't know what flavor butterscotch is, but it's just really gives it a nice sweet depth of flavor in these banana breads. Now we're going to make sure that we spray a bunch of Pam on here because it doesn't matter if you use chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, white chips, whatever you use. In banana bread or in cakes, a lot of times as it cooks, the chips start to sink. And there's really no way to fix that when in this banana bread. So we just want to make sure we spray our pan really well to help so that they don't stick as bad. But some of those chips will sink and they will stick. It's just part of the recipe. But there's really, if you guys know a way to avoid that, let me know. And now we're going to spread these out nice and even, and we're going to bake those in the oven at 350 degrees for about 55 minutes. That's the great thing about making any kind of breads like this is you just make them, put them in the oven, and forget about it. Look at how nice and golden brown those came out. Anytime I make a bread in the oven like this, though, I always want to stick in a toothpick just to make sure it's completely done because you don't want to ruin the whole loaf by not cooking it all the way. These were perfect. And now I'm going to let them sit on the stove for a few minutes before I take them out. I like to just kind of pull apart the sides, pat the bottom. You can see in the bottom of that pan, some of those chips stuck. There's just no way around it, and it's fine. And we're going to pat this one. A tiny little corner of this one stuck, but it's okay too. Now we're going to let them cool. I can't let them cool completely though because they smell so good. I just have to try one. You can see I like these kind of breads. They cut so nice. They don't crumble. It's nice and moist. You probably should wait until it's cool, but when your house smells so good, you just can't wait. Here is the butterscotch banana bread. This is, it's gonna be good. I can smell it. It smells so good. Mmm. 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 Those butterscotch chips give it a sweet, almost caramelized flavor. There's nothing better than butterscotch chips and banana bread. You guys have to trust me and you have to try this recipe. It's just so, so good. It smells delicious in here. It tastes delicious. It's just such a sweet, I can't even explain it. You have to try it for yourself. It's so good. Like I said before, I did it almost like an accident. We wanted to use peanut butter chips and we didn't have any. And I was like, oh, I have butterscotch chips. Maybe I'll try these and I'll never go back. This is the best way. Way better than chocolate chips, way better than peanut butter chips, 1,000 times better than plain banana bread. You got to try it with the butterscotch chips. Oh, it's so good. Thanks for watching, everybody.